Go back to get this to move over. Come on. Crazy thing. Okay. I think we're here. Let me check my phone. Okay. Yep, we're on. Let me check. All right. So I'm just going to begin with playing some of these weather reporters and meteorologists so that everyone is up to date on exactly what is happening in California.
There, like Ontario, 5 to 7 inches expected, and then especially the coastal mountain slopes of the San Bernardino Mountains.
Anybody that's watching, if you can hear me okay, please let me know to make sure my audio is good. Will you go check and ask her if she's hearing me in there?
If you're across the Bay Area, check out, give native Santa Cruz a follow. There he's talking about all mudslides out there, so heads up for that. There's some really good people to follow on social media, and he is one of them. This is down in Santa Barbara County. Look at some of the home damage here from the falling trees. Just intense. Imagine that hitting your house. Wild activity with the wind. Now looking at the NAM 3 cam, we looked at her, and I just want to show you some of these wind gusts across some of the coastal areas. Towards the late morning and early afternoon hours, some high wind gusts incoming. And look at Half Moon Bay gusting up towards 70 miles per hour. Some of the Bay Area proper even gusting up into the 60, 65 mile per hour range. Very intense gusts ongoing and still incoming.
Why is this not sharing the audio? Let me try this again. Okay, it is. I apologize for the choppy audio. I have an unstable connection for some reason. Okay, that's one of the live that's following this, and he's not quite there yet. So we're going to listen for a second.
Eight, 9, 10, 11, and noon here. You see, you should be picking up some of those in Sacramento, and winds creeping up the coastline at times here as well. And as you go through this evening tonight, look at some of these but still breezy at times. And then you can see even actually as you go into tomorrow, a little bit of an increase of wind across some of the coastal areas there. But look at the wind gust forecast here from the National Weather for some of the coastal areas in the Bay Area. There's actually a hurricane force wind gust warning across some of the coast. We arrived across a lot of Northern California. If you go down towards the
And note that he is saying that hasn't quite arrived there yet. So it's not too late for us to begin effectively affecting this storm, for lack of a better word.
So let's see. Yeah, look at some of these huge. Again, here through this afternoon, looks like that low pressure center is going to make a close pass, and you're going to get some very gusty winds. Again, potentially going 60 miles per hour in some Bay Area. And if we go down the coastline, you can see Santa Barbara with those big winds and the tree damage and the higher terrain gusting 70 plus as well. And extremely dangerous marine conditions. Absolutely wild out there. There's a hurricane force wind warning here off the Big Sur up towards Monterey. Here we go for the Bay Area, and you can clearly see the storm warnings and the high wind warnings in effect, and we got flood watches all over the place. What a storm. Now, looking at the high resolution refresh, this is a 12Z run, goes out 48 hours, and you can kind of see doing a pretty good job with the precipitation that's rolling across the area. As we go through this late morning into the early afternoon, you could get convective here as well. And some of this rain is going to get really heavy, but it's going to be more bent back occlusion kind of passing close to the Bay Area. So it's going to be very windy during this time frame also. And that's when the bigger winds are going to be. Let's back it up here. In fact, you can really see the atmospheric river get going later this morning across Santa Barbara, Ventura County. Just some very torrential rainfall, especially across some of the higher terrain. And as some of these ability in the atmosphere here, we could really be bringing some huge rainfall amounts in a short period of time to the higher real mud flows and the debris flows get going. And then look, as we go into Monday morning, look at this convective nature here as this storm just kind of sits and spins and the atmospheric river bounces back towards Santa Barbara here. And again, with the instability, we could be having some very torrential rainfall and it just training over Oxnard and Los Angeles Metro at times all the way on Tuesday morning as it finally starts to push off here, but we still have some rainfall to go after that.
Now, there's a reason that I'm showing you all of these weather maps and what they're predicting is going to happen before we do this intent focus, because in order for this to be truly effective, I need for you to be able to understand and visualize what it is that we're trying to dispel. Okay, so please bear with me and let's go through these real quick and then we're going to get to it, okay?
Could be even a tornado all the way down through Southern California, and some of the desert areas are not going to be spared. You know, there's some slight risk in the excessive rain zone as well. So heads up. Now I want to show you the high resolution total precipitation for Southern California. Here just running perfectly into the higher terrain of the transverse ranges. And look at it. This is for today. Santa Barbara, Oxnard, the Los Angeles Metro. You are under the gun to risk is in effect. So nice stuff here from the Weather Prediction Center. You know, they've really been paying attention and doing a good job. And this is two still includes the Los Angeles Metro and the transverse ranges behind and north of Los Angeles here as well. High risk for tomorrow as well. And you can see the excessive rainfall risk categories. High, widespread flash floods expected, severe widespread flash flooding. Areas that don't normally experience flash flooding could. Lives and property in great danger. And we've got these mesoscale discussions out as well, just talking about just the intention. And then we're going to get some convective activity training over these areas that have just absolutely been doused over the last week or two. In the here's the National Blended Models as well. Let's see what it says.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next one. Yeah. I'm here until 5. I'm listening.
Information on what's going to happen weather-wise between now and the next day or two, and I say two because our Monday and even Monday night into Tuesday morning, because today is sort of day one, even though it started yesterday, but today is really the big day of high impact conditions from this big time Pacific storm slamming California right now. So we'll speak on that in great detail. That segment of the video will be pretty long. But we'll also speak on a line of strong to severe storms that is heading towards Florida right now. In fact, it issued a tornado watches for the southern tip of a long strung out system that's bringing the severe weather threats is basically all the way up into areas. I think they got a little bit more snow than what was forecast. So, it just goes to show you, these systems can be very complex, and a degree or two can make a huge difference. And precipitation rates. Got some snow on that. Also, Nova Scotia, Cape Breton Island in Canada getting slammed by a major this morning. It is definitely hammering you guys. So we'll speak on all of it at the very end of the video. Really, the second half of the video, we'll give you some updated information on 2 storm systems I am watching, and then this pattern change coming up for mid-February. And I most likely will have a video tonight where we'll just
Moving on. Okay. Let's look at this one.
Live stream. It's Sunday, February 4th. It's about 2 o'clock Arizona time, 2020. I mean, it's going to stay like that for the remainder of the effects of El Nino very strongly. But there's something that's not being talked about with regard to the situation over here in California. And we're going to talk in depth event underway over there, and the side effects of such an event, being that it's historic, kind of tells us that this type of thing hasn't happened. There were some things that occurred that
What just happened?
weren't necessarily good. And we're going to talk about some of these. Before we get started, though, I wanted to bring up something. We don't want to overlook our friends in North Florida and South Georgia. Are you serious right now? Northern, north central Florida, due east and
right now. And California is our main focus for today, obviously. But we're also going to focus a little bit on Florida and Georgia at the end of this. We have anywhere from 70 to 100 plus earthquakes, small earthquakes popping off around 3 major volcanoes in Hawaii, Alaska, and where was the other one? I forgot now. Was it Peru? Maybe. I can't remember right off the top of my head at the moment, with all this other stuff going on. But anyway, the point here is we have a lot going on, a lot of activity happening on our planet right now. And in my opinion, and from my scientific study, this is because of a binary system that's in our neighborhood now. We are who we've been waiting for. We are effectively someone who can change what's happening on our planet and alter it for the better, for the betterment of mankind and the planet itself. And I want to show you a couple of more. Why?
It's not what you're saying in here. It's all the way back like 5 minutes ago. It's saying where was the other place? And you're like, Peru, something? It's Florida, Georgia, and California.
No, honey, the places with the volcanoes. Thank you.
Oh.
Please don't interrupt.
Okay, I'm just making this.
Hawaii. Did I say Hawaii?
Yeah. No, I don't think.
It was Hawaii then. Okay, where am I at in my what I want to share? I want you to listen really quick to a summation of 5 different professional channelers and what they're saying about humanity at this moment.
Truth.
What I hear is going on to suffer through stuff, but that we have to change.
Stay focused on your mission. Those of you who are here for a mission of love and connection, wonderful. You can grow that.
Egos to love their egos, right? Ego is synonymous with your humanity.
Experience.
Okay, so we do have more potential than what we've ever been allowed to believe. And together we are going to focus. I'm trying to also close all these tabs out. Together, we are going to also focus on humanity and crash course in learning just exactly how to do this. I part storms all the time. I help to calm earthquakes and hurricanes and tsunamis and all kinds of things. But I'm one person. So together is how we change this. It says even in the Bible, the more of us that gather in his name, the more powerful we are, right? I'm paraphrasing, but you know what I mean. Right? Our Creator gave us this gift. It's God-given. So let's put it to good use. Let's do that right now. right? So before we begin, we're going to go through my intent mantra together. I have it in the description box below for anyone who wants to read along and say this with me. My mind is calm. I am connected to spirit. Spirit flows through me. I will release all anger, grief, and guilt, and I will take time to listen to myself and my guides. I will remain calm and centered, even through chaos. I will allow spirit to flow through and guide me. I will project positive energy to the universe and receive its gifts in turn. I will increase my powers of healing and perception. I will use these powers to benefit myself and others. I will open myself up to love and prosperity. I will invite them into my life. My mind is calm. I am connected to spirit. Spirit flows through me. Now, if you will, sit in a comfortable position and let's ground and shield and release any negative energies that are within us before we begin to focus on the people who need us. You have to be clean and pure in your spirit in order to help appropriately. So let's begin with seeing ourselves with the seat of our bottom on the earth. See your spine growing a tether or a tail that reaches down through the earth all the way to its core to attach and plug in. You are now tethered to Mother Earth. See that energy of Mother Earth rising up through your spinal column and into your belly. Let it fill your belly completely. See it as a large orb. Hold that in your space, in your mind. Now, see this color of energy, whatever color it is for you. See it go through all of your limbs, all of your blood vessels, all the way up to the top of your head and completely consume your inner body with Earth's energy and strength. Now think of Earth as a recycling bin and allow her energy to do her work within you to remove and replenish any and all negative energy, negative aspects that are within your body system at this time, and to cleanse them out and filter them back down through that same tether and back into the earth to be renewed, to be regenerated, to be cleansed from you and recycled into her beautiful soil and her core as she is so able to do. Now focus your intentions toward the top of your head. See your crown chakra open up as if it's a beautiful portal that can connect to the universe. See a funnel of light come from that portal and into the dark space and dark matter above you and connect you with Source. See your tunnel of light coming out the top of your crown chakra and going all the way up until it touches Source light. Now allow that tunnel of light to carry down into you Source's light, Source's protection, Source's creation. Hold this light in your heart chakra space. Let it completely fill with bright, white, beautiful light. Feel the warmth of it in your heart. Feel the safety of your connection with your Creator. See this light energy go through your veins, through your limbs, through your body, and heal you and shield you. See your entire being full of white light. Much like this jet stream that we have, your earth energy is working consistently to move all negativity out and bring all positivity in, while the creation energy that you are connected to from above is bathing you in strength, faith, and ability. And of course, love. Now I want you to see a bubble of light coming outside of your body and encapsulating you, just like a bubble of water or a bubble that you would blow with your children, the soap bubbles. It is impenetrable. It protects you and it strengthens you. It also guides you. Consider it your vessel or your vehicle that you will be traveling in. Now, you may open your eyes and know that you are protected, you are shielded, and we are here to guide you. Our focus of intent is to lessen this atmospheric river's potential. So much like we would part a storm, we are going to see this breaking up into smaller bits, but this time, rather than focusing on a knife in the ground, so to speak, to part a storm, we're going to focus in the clouds, in the jet stream, in the sky. We're going to see this breaking into smaller factions, smaller storms, less rain, less wind, less snow, less everything. Continue to focus on seeing it dissipate and to move on past them. Even if that means the entire rest of the United States gets their fair share of rain, at least we're distributing it as we had hoped. We're not focused on where it's going, except that it's moving and spreading out to where it isn't setting just right on top of them and inundating them with too much. So we want to see it lessening. We want to see the storm parting. We want to see it collapsing. We want to see it losing its fuel. We want to see the ground having the ability to absorb what rainfall it does get. We want to see the snowfall lightening up and lessening. We want to see strong roots in the ground for the trees, holding their stance firmly. We want to see the winds calming down. And most importantly, we want to see and feel everyone's sigh of relief. And maybe even for a little fun and humor. Be in their shoes and feel their conundrum or their confusion or their wonder and amazement at what has happened, because all of the weather forecasters have said this is going to be something of biblical proportions, and it wasn't. See that and feel that. And for all of them that are scared right now or worried or concerned, feel their energy transferring to something of being pleased, being surprised, being happy, being grateful, amazed, whatever you want to envision there that's of positivity and wonderment. Just feel their relief, feel their sighs. And in closing on this, I want us to feel the gratitude that we feel of knowing that we effectively affected this and helped them. Feel that right now. Feel that thankfulness. Feel that gratitude that you are someone special. You are one person, and one person can make a huge difference. Feel that. Feel the gratitude for that. And then feel the gratitude for our great Creator who gave us this ability. Be grateful that we're in a time now when we can know who we really are and how much we can help each other. Just one person. Feel that. And then I want you to feel how relieved you are that you didn't have to hear on the news what type of cataclysms happened for California and its residents. Feel that gratitude. And feel the gratitude for us having this beautiful thing that we call a World Wide Web that allows this connection to be possible, allows this knowledge and this community to be possible, regardless of where we are across the world. We truly can connect now and collectively make a difference. I thank you very much for tuning in. Whether you've learned or you've participated, I am grateful for your presence. I am grateful for your curiosity. And I am grateful for your efforts. I look forward to speaking again tomorrow and giving you happy news in our updates of how well California has fared. And if you don't mind, for just a moment, focus those intentions of parting the storms to Georgia and Florida. And see those tornadoes' power lessening and being broke up to where it's just a regular old little old storm. No dangers, no threats, so that everyone can sleep peacefully through this night as they should. Thank you for being with me. I'll see you again very soon. Blessings of love and light.